Hey, what's up, everybody? Unspoken Notion here. Simplicity 26 Records. I'd say it took me not, but that's actually my kid's skateboard company now. I'm actually in the process of I'm helping them build it. I uploaded a part one to the truth of what we've been dealing with Destiny, and honestly, I did it as a very clowning piece because this has gone comical and basically fucking turned into a joke at this point. But I'm gonna try to make this quick. Destiny, my wife watched your live video feed. That was a sad fucking excuse of a response. Like, that, dude. Like, do you actually hear the shit coming out of your fucking mouth? Like, do you comprehend anything that's going on? Yeah. Go ahead, Destiny. You said okay. Basically, she's responding to my clown ass video here that I did clowning the situation. Granted, I actually thought it was kind of funny. Quite a few people thought it was fucking hilarious. And Destiny tried to sit there and say that someone who laughed at the post on Facebook was laughing at me. No, actually, they were laughing at the video because they thought it was fucking hilarious. I even had one person tell me they think it would be great for a Saturday Night Live skit. Anyway, well, you bet, bitch. And she responded with that video. And I'm gonna point out one thing to everybody who's listening to her, following her, and believing her bullshit. Keep in mind, how many videos is she making about other people who fucked me over, and I'm so sick and tired. Oh, you were fucking fired! I'm so sick and tired of people's mental shit. Or was there a little mental breakdown on Facebook the other day? Like, literally, I think the same day I posted my video, and she wasn't even talking about me. I think she was talking about our videographer or something like that. How many people have you fired, Dustin? How many lawsuits do you claim are out there? See. So the people out there who aren't paying attention, or who maybe are paying attention, just haven't really thought of it. Okay, I've been in business for years. Never had to sue anybody. Never had anybody sue me, except for Destiny. And I've never ran into professionals that have so many problems with people, that have so many, usually they say, like, if you're looking at a relationship aspect, that if you keep having the same problems with each relationship, that odds are it's not the people, it's you. Do you ever think maybe it's not the problem of all the people that you're claiming are fucking you over, that it's you doing bad business? Your film's not out yet. Not because of me, but because you. It's not because you're choosing bad people. You're choosing great people to work with. People who could make something of you. But you got this chip on your shoulder. You got this whatever. And you're claiming people are discriminating against you as a female. Oh, shut the fuck up with that shit. Claiming people are discriminating. I think you were trying to imply me, but I'm not sure, because you were talking about someone else too, I think, in their video, when you were trying to say, oh, discriminate against you because you're native. Well, I know you ain't talking about me because my wife is native. My stepdaughter is fucking native. I live by natural law a hell of a lot more than you do, I'll tell you that much. But speaking of natural law, because, in your video you try to, because you're running out of shit to try to throw at me like a true narcissist. But, you're digging now. And you're trying to make me look bad, that's all fine and dandy. You go ahead and you do that. Oh, I want to do something else too here. But you tried to bring in a problem that didn't involve you. What was it? On your thing here, you said, Matthew Clark. Yeah, I'm going to try to read it. It might be mirrored image, but I'm going to read it out loud, or you can just go read it for yourself. And guess what? I because I'm an honest person, I will be truly honest with you. Do I make mistakes? Oh, yes, I do. Obviously, I got involved with Destiny. I made a mistake. I didn't stand with my wife when I should have. I made a mistake. But I'm human. I'm allowed to do that. But anyway, Matthew Clark and his wife, his company, Simplicity 26 Records, and anything with Simplicity 26 or Unspoken Notion. Yep, Unspoken Notion is my stage name. Or at least was until I retired in 2015. Here is evidence on them. There's no evidence on us. I mean, I don't know what pictures, Destiny, that you keep thinking that I'm talking about, you doctoring, photoshopping, or any of that shit. There was just one. It was the thing that had to do with the hotel clerk. What you posted on your YouTube video is not what you tried to enter in for court. I never said you doctored it. I never said anything. All I did was say, hey, the guy's not here for me to cross-examine. It's hearsay. You weren't even willing to give his name. Because had you given his name, you would have opened up the hotel to a hell of a lawsuit, and you would have got the guy fired. You want me to be true with you? Then you do business with me correct. The minute you start fucking with me is the minute I come right back on you. I'm going to tell you right now, Dustin, I'm used to dealing with some of the most dangerous people on the fucking planet. I'm a Navy vet. I fought for the right to free fucking speech. I will say whatever the fuck I want. But see, I have a moral code that people who know me know that I'm sorry. If you can't handle the truth, that's not my problem. I have no reason to lie, and I got too much other shit to go on. I ain't got time to keep track of lies. You can't even keep track of your lies, because if you go through and actually were paid attention to all the shit that you posted, oh my God. Yeah, this is the reason why people aren't putting up your shit anymore, because they're starting to catch on. You know, you keep saying you got all these lawsuits coming at me and shit like that. Where the fuck are they? You got one. Let's see. I'll pull this up real quick, just so, you know. You want me to show evidence on Facebook, because, you know, or whatever, because, you know, means to proving the evidence in court. Oh, that's not good enough. Okay, yep, there's civil summons. I've been sued. We went to court. We're waiting for a verdict, and it will be, I think it's January 5th that it's going to come in, not January 4th, Destiny. But yeah, we'll get into all that. But first, I'm gonna jump on this because my ADHD is kicking in, and I really am not trying to fucking spend that long on here. But anyway, you said something about, for someone who wants all cops died. Do you even know how to fucking articulate or how to speak? There are witnesses who was going to investigate him until he saw Matthew's post that he wants to kill all cops. Investor dropped him after he saw his threats to cops on Facebook. You failed to give any evidence or any word in verbal in court meetings. Actually, no, I did. I gave all the evidence. That's why you lost HRO, Destiny. I don't know where you keep getting that Minnesota did not approve of your HRO, because that's a crock of shit. And I'm about to just fucking shove that shit right down your fucking throat and be like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, go fuck yourself. Thank you very fucking much. Anyway. Yeah. During the George Floyd situation, where, dude, all of America's emotions were uproar. Okay? I'm sorry, but I do not believe that under any circumstances, a person should ever die under the care, in the arrest, or any of that shit, by a cop's hands. I do not believe in any circumstances a cop should ever withdraw their fucking gun on a person unless a gun has been drawn on them. I do believe, as a vet, in the rules of engagement. AKA, do not attack unless attacked. Destiny. See, you keep showing, oh, he's slandering me, oh, he's doing this. But what you're not showing is what I'm responding to. The reason why you're not going to get a harassment restraining order against me, or a restraining order of any type, and when you do, I will, if you do whatever, manage to find one, I will challenge it. And when I challenge it, I will bring forth in court the reasons why I've said, and my people, my interns, such and such, and people who control most of my social media, have said what they have said. It's in response to your actions. I'm sorry, but you cannot attack someone and say, oh my God, he's responding back to me, he's harassing me because he's responding to my attacks. Like the judge told you, Destiny, quote unquote, you cannot sue someone for hurting your goddamn fucking feelings. Okay, not quote unquote, because she didn't say goddamn feelings. She said, you cannot sue somebody because they hurt your feelings. Okay, anyway, so, during the George Floyd shit, yeah, I was watching a friend of mine, who lived in Minneapolis, doing a live stream on his Facebook, because he woke up to a lot of ruckus going on outside of his apartment complex. And he's live. Walks downstairs, opens up the front door, walks onto the street. There's tons of people, hundreds of people out in the street. And you see these National Guards, I believe it was, convoying down the road. The Humvees, the guys walking alongside. And I shit you not, all he did was show a video of that and was like, oh, wow, has it got to this? And out of the middle of nowhere, a service member comes up with the butt of his gun and fucking point blank kicks his ass in his fucking face. He did nothing wrong. He was not posing a threat. He was not doing anything. Straight violated his rights. Our service member attacked an American goddamn citizen. I pledge the oath to defend my fucking citizens, defend my country. And then, not even 5 seconds later, as the dude is sitting down to try to check and see if he's fucking bleeding, which he was, the same fucking person comes up and point blank fires a fucking beanbag round right into his chest, nearly causing him to have a heart attack, causing him to go to the fucking hospital. All this dude did was go downstairs to see what the fuck happened. And so yeah, my emotions got the best of me like they are right now, because I'm still fucking furious about that shit. There is no excuse for that to have ever fucking happened. There is no excuse for any service member or any military police force, government force to ever fire upon an unarmed, unviolent, unthreatening fucking American. If you have a problem with me having a problem with that, go fuck yourself. It's that plain and simple. So yeah, I made a Facebook post saying, hey, you know what? I think that's a declaration of war. And if you're okay with that, you should be charged with treason and hanged, because that's the punishment for, treason. That if this is how cops are going to be, fuck you. And a show of hands, anybody who does not that knows that I have a problem with the police uniform. Okay? I have a problem with that. I have not hidden that, Destiny. I'm not ashamed to say that I do not like the police uniform on a personal level. Because I do not believe in what the union, the organization, represents today in America. I believe it is forcing these people, men and women that are in the uniform, to violate their own oath, to violate the Constitution for a living. Now, I do have personal respect for the people in the uniform, because I know deep down inside they are doing what they truly feel is honorable. And in some aspects, it's actually kind of a necessary evil, because there's some really fucked up people that police kind of need, and there's some people out there that just are not able to defend themselves. That in some aspects, the police is needed. So it's kind of, it sucks. It's a little hypocritical fucking, or whatever you call it, conflict, internal conflict, but that's me. But I also separate my business and my personal. I got respect for the people in the uniform. I do not respect for the uniform, personally. But when it comes to business, I set my personal differences aside, because there's no room for personal in business. There's no room for ethics, so to speak, in capitalism. And I'm a capitalist. I'm an anarchist capitalist. I'm an independent. I don't side with the Republicans. I don't side with the fucking Democrats. So yeah, I made a Facebook post. Yeah, the guy one of the guys who invested in Christmas Slash was willing to invest some money into the Tickle Me Not skateboard company stuff until he saw that post. And I admit, yeah, I have a way with my words. I worded it in a way, I'll admit, I worded it in a way that I probably shouldn't have. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I don't blame the guy for backing out and withdrawing his investment. I deleted the post because of the fact that I realized that it might be taken the wrong way. All right, everybody, sorry about this got quick cut short. I was actually in the process of trying to put this video together, and apparently somehow, I don't know, maybe I did something fucking dumb and lost all but what footage happened before this. But talking with my wife last night, I'm going to actually wrap this up, because again, I don't have any really more time to really work on this. Now, Destiny, I was really fucking ready to just go and turn this into a lucrative little profiting fucking angle, because dude, I could totally fucking make a killing off fucking just responding to you. But real quick, I believe I left off something about the cop thing. Yeah, I made a mistake, lost an investor. That's her trying to just, because if you noticed, if you started at the very beginning, all these things that she's trying to say on me now, like me stealing the card and all this other stuff, she never said any of that stuff in the beginning. All she had was a problem with me posting a Facebook post, which I had it somewhere. I actually had it in the video that I was going to show, but I guess if it turns out that I have to put part 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever fucking of the original video on my Blacklist This Productions, it'll be in that if I can find it. But anyway, so yeah, I lost the investor, made a mistake. I posted a post I shouldn't have posted. I withdrew it. I withdrew it pretty much within like 5 minutes. I went and reread it after I posted it, and I was like, oh shit, that's probably going to be taken out of context by people who don't really know who I am. And it was, after I deleted it, CT or whatever his name is, fucking, he withdrew his investment, which is fine. I don't blame the guy. It is what it is. I don't blame him for trying to, or at least as Destiny claims, trying to, defend her. He did invest in her project too. Now he's protecting his investment. He did try to come into court. Couldn't get it in there. Obviously, he should have got his shit together and he could have been there. But then again, he probably wouldn't have liked my line of questioning either, because it would have just helped prove my case even further. But besides the point. So yeah, I lost him as an investor, which it is what it is. I had him replaced and that investment replaced within like 3 days, and we just finished paying off that investor plus like 10-15% interest, whatever. I think it was August. But anyway, so to wrap this up, because the video, honestly, I looked at, before I fucked everything up with the fucking, footage, it was about an hour long again. Dude, there's so much shit, dude. You know, when she realizes that she's never going to fucking win against me in court, because I know what the fuck I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm CEO. My ADHD is kicking in again. She's gonna have other people she's gonna talk shit about. She's always somebody else's fault. Destiny never fucks up. I swear to God, I've never met anybody that has like 20 fucking people that she's having to sue or this, that, and the other thing, and blah, blah, blah. Destiny, you know, good luck with your harassment restraining order. Since all I've been doing is actually responding to your attacks. The people who told me I should call you out on your bullshit are the very people you're claiming you're going to get these fucking restraints. Oh, and Kathy Burns, yeah, I've spoke with her too. I was going to throw that in there real quick. She's the one that brought up a very good point. There's murderers that are members of SAG. So don't worry about Destiny. Basically, Kathy's advice was me just to ignore you and just keep moving on and whatever, you know. And then proceeded to continue to tell me for like a fourth time what it took to become a SAG member, which I did ask for. Just wanted to make sure, clarified everything, you know. Destiny, I don't know where you keep getting that I'm suing you for SAG vouchers. I don't know where you keep getting that I think a SAG voucher is worth $3,000, because at no time have I ever said a SAG voucher is worth $3,000 fucking dollars. At no time have I ever said that I'm suing you for SAG vouchers. No. But what you did do, this is where you fucked up. Here's what let me explain to everybody, okay? I hope she does. It is all public knowledge once it's all, I don't know when it's all public knowledge, but it's public knowledge, yes. From the harassment restraining order that got approved, which I'll show you that here in just a second. Actually, fuck it, while I'm here, Dustin, I'm gonna nip this little bitch right in the bud. You said that Minnesota does not do harassment restraining orders because they're online and fucking you are out of state and all this other shit. Here it is, right here. You see this? This is the notice of filing order for that. I'm gonna nip this in the bud because I want to get this done and over because I got shit to do. And honestly, I'm just sick and tired of your fucking dumb bullshit. Alright, you see that right there? I don't know if you can read it. It might be a little blurry, but it is court file number 03CV212112. Dusty Soria, Christina Soria versus Matthew Clark, Becker County, state of Minnesota. Ex parte, which means emergency order, emergency protection order, basically. Ex parte order. Granting petition for harassment restraining order. Granting. Destiny, do me a fucking favor. Go to Google, pull up Merriam-Webster dictionary, whatever the fuck you want, and Google what the fucking meaning for the word granting is. Which means granted, okay? Which means your harassment restraining order against me was approved. It went through with no evidence. Okay, just hearsay. And then I challenged that. Okay? So, in between the time from when this got granted, approved, which means your harassment restraining order went through, and I challenged it, went to court, which I don't remember exactly how much longer after that, because this was granted November 4th, and I got the findings for the fucking shit for harassment restraining order. I think it was December 29th of the same year, 2021. So for that time period, my violations were being my rights, own a gun, free speech, all kinds of shit that I fucking started the United States Navy for and earned, okay, was violated by you because you do bad business. Okay, Destiny, real quick, when it comes to bad business, you know, in the court of law, a verbal agreement is just as good as a written contract. And you admitted in court that you agreed to compensate me for my time. The compensation that you agreed to was SAG vouchers. I will show you those text messages here in a minute. And guess what? You couldn't deliver on that. See, I upheld every fucking thing I told you I was going to do. I did everything I said I was going to do. I upheld mine in my fucking deal. You didn't. And let me guess, that same pattern happens with all these other people. I know for a couple others that I'm gonna show theirs too, where they tell me, yeah, you didn't uphold during the deal, but they did theirs. Or because they were in the middle of something. Bitch, what do you think you are, God? You think you're Steven Spielberg? Who the fuck are you? Nobody. All right, real quick. So, ex parte motion granting the harassment restraining order. Now, you don't know where I'm getting the fact that it was denied and dismissed and all this other shit because of lack of evidence. Because, yeah, for the first year, I didn't harass you. What you did was, literally, all your evidence did was prove that you had been harassing me. Through the Better Business Bureau, through PayPal, through Instagram, through fucking Facebook, through slander and libel and all kinds of... Dude, I could go on and on and on and on. So... Yeah, real quick, what was the result of that hearing, Destiny, and why? Okay, order, denying harassment restraining order after hearing. What's the reason here? Now, therefore, based upon the evidence abducted and upon all the files, records, and proceedings herein, the court finds the allegations are not proven. Why weren't they proven? Because you have the evidence. All these witnesses, all this evidence you fucking have, where the fuck are they? 2 years now. Still not in jail. Still no charges. You're down one. You're about to lose a second fucking court case. I'm gonna tell you right now, that lawsuit you are about to lose. The reason why you're going to lose, Destiny, is because you could not prove that I defamed you. You could not prove that I lied about anything about you. You could not prove that anything I said and did was a lie. Because none of it was. But I was able to prove that you agreed to a compensation for my time and my effort and my work. And my wife's and my kids. And then you turn around and you call the judge stupid in your fucking video. Are you dumb? Alright, real quick, I'm just gonna fucking go ahead. Alright, real quick. So there's one court case where I was subpoenaed to testify in after I walked away from the Christmas slasher. It was Dusty Soria versus Security Technologies of South Texas. I think there's some other numbers in here. Y2LAL68319. I'm assuming that has to do with the court case number. I haven't been in Texas for years, so I haven't really dealt with their court system in a long time. She wanted to provide an update. First, thank you for agreeing to testify and providing me with documentation in the matter. Good news, we presented the evidence has been provided to you as well as some others in the film industry. The parties were able to reach the settlement. You said you bought a truck with that money, Dustin? You sure you didn't buy it off of the money you raised for Christmas Slasher? Because according to the phone call I had with that lady, you didn't get no money. You straight lied to a judge and got caught. And guess who testified against you? A shit ton of people who fucked over in the industry. A shit ton of people who followed in and who did their end of the deal, but you didn't do yours. And you fired them when it came time to it. And then, so TT and all those other people, were part of their... Do y'all remember when, she said... Here, let me pull this up for you. Stop communication now. And then started deleting a bunch of shit. What's this one? Bunch of unsent messages. Destiny is unable to post anything out on public or Christmas Slasher. However, all of us can continue promoting and talking about. Just do not mention Destiny by name in any of these posts. Why? Because you were getting caught? Alright, any of you guys who do anything, when you do something, don't you want to be posted and talked about? Oh my God, you're so proud of Christmas Slasher, Destiny. Why wouldn't you want to be posted about it? I'm sorry, but every project I want to do, tag me, motherfucker. If I am working with you, tag me. Like, this is your first film, like Destiny Productions, and all of a sudden you don't want anybody tagging. And the people who did, you chewed the fuck out for. That's right, because you were hiding from the Security Technologies fucking thing. Okay. Was it SAG vouchers or whatnot she brought up? Okay, I got some. We'll go over here real quick. You say that the hotel room, whatnot paid for and all this other shit. And then real quick, what was it? You said something about, what was it? Oh yeah, because we couldn't talk to you and all this other stuff too. You got Carrie, right? Oh yeah, you were saying something about, oh yeah, it was mentioned that, the SAG vouchers and shit like that, the SAG vouchers and stuff, you had made a post about that, which is a straight lie. Alright, yeah, so, real quick, you mentioned the fucking, Oh, apparently somehow between when it was a short film and a feature film, you had mentioned apparently in a group chat that it was no longer a SAG film, or it was no longer, you would no longer give a SAG vouchers, apparently, to all these so-called witnesses I have yet to fucking see come forward. Because I guarantee you, bring them to court, please. Let me cross-examine them in court. Because you're full of shit. No, you didn't. Carrie was your assistant, right? Because you're so busy. And if anybody had any questions, she was your go-to. She knew everything, right? Okay. You say that I stole your credit card and to pay for my hotel room. Your room is paid for. Just Saturday, since you guys don't film until 6 p.m. Saturday. You will be responsible for the rest of the days staying there. And what was that response to? Our hotel was only paid for on Friday night and Saturday night, right? So I thought it was 2 nights at that particular time of that conversation. No, she was clarifying. No, you're just paying for Saturday night. Oh, so SAG vouchers real quick. See, Destiny? Yeah, you get a SAG voucher, but you need 3 to be eligible. This is why I did the SAG, to get everyone something. You didn't say probably. Oh, and is their name Jennifer or Jessica? Because I've talked to Kathy Burns too, and no such person she claims has existed. And she doesn't know where you keep getting that from. And even if a person did exist, if fired, you were not a SAG member or even in a position with SAG to be privy to the information of why she was let go, or if she was let go, or any of that shit. So that's not how shit works, Destiny. So Jessica, Jennifer, yeah. Oh, okay. So, and then what started this whole fucking mess was me realizing that the contract that Destiny wanted me to sign for SAG that I never signed, contradicted the verbal agreement of SAG vouchers, and then some, you know. Let's see. And so if that was the case, Carrie, your right-hand person, when she's telling me about this and I'm explaining to her, this is a SAG form. My understanding is you guys are still getting the voucher. Unfortunately, Destiny's grandma passed away today, so I can't ask her to verify until next week. Okay, we would like that in writing before we sign the form. We are sorry to hear about the grandma, no rush. I'll contact my agent tomorrow and ask you to verify the SAG on the meaning of that line so we can make sure we're all on the same page. Oh yeah, here, this one, just for 60 gigs. What's this? Hey Destiny, listen to this.
Yeah, it's you get a SAG voucher. You need 3 to become SAG eligible. I've
got like a combination of probably about a minute and a half of multiple different times that you have stated that you this. So like there's. So go ahead, let's go to court again. Real quick. So anyway. You state that after the harassment restraining order went straight to fucking Facebook and started attacking you. That's actually incorrect. The person who went straight to Facebook and started attacking was you. When you went onto this Kayvon Cola bitch's fucking profile, when she was having a conversation about some other people, and the conversation had largely to do with pedophilia and shit, and then you come in and say, oh, so this is Matthew Clark. You also said awful things about me, and this is where you first mentioned a year and a half later, almost a little over a year later, that now apparently I'm stealing your card. Before this, there was never no mention of me stealing a card. Took my card to use. He's also a scam artist, did awful things to me, and partners with them. Actually, I don't partner with them. I just know them. I met them on your film set. And on top of that, I don't scam people. Otherwise, there'd be a fucking big... You would not be the only one doing what you're doing. I would have been canceled a long time ago. Awful things to me and partners with them. Watch for him, too. He is friends with them and does scammy things with them. I've actually never done anything with them. Other than, I think we went out to eat one night while we were there because we didn't want to go hang out with you fucking guys. And then you posted a wardrobe picture. That was in violation of your own NDA. And then you got Kayla Vaughn, bitch, who claims that she stands for sexual harassment victims, sexual assault victims, and stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you for speaking up and outing this predator. I'm not a predator. By the way, my sexual... Dusty claims that I'm sexually harassing Kayla Vaughn is one of them. Because after she posted this, I went to Kayla Vaughn's thing and I tried to clear it up and warn her about Destiny and stated that no, I am not actually guilty of the things that Destiny claimed. I'm not a predator. I'm not into that pedophilia shit. I'm sorry, but I'm a sexual assault victim myself. My wife's a sexual assault victim, and now apparently because I opened up about that a little bit, just like I did there. So right now, every single one, I'm now recorded Destiny's definition, guilty of sexually harassing you. So apparently she's one of them. Lillian, I don't know why she thinks I'm guilty of sexually harassing her, because I'm not. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Destiny, you do not want me to testify on Lillian's behalf. I'm not going to go there. And Destiny, you claim that I'm sexually harassing you? Who? Say I'm a sex drive. I don't have a sex drive. But yet, I'm just going to do an example. One post. Anyone want to go tomorrow? Anyone like boobies? Like food. More boobies. Pretty girls. Bored. Move boobies. 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 Okay. So, real quick, I posted a post. That's what started after all the shit about us withdrawing. A friend of mine who's also a retired actor, actually. I'm just going to show this to you real quick. You could pause. I said, dude, that chick just wrote me a big letter because commented on a lawsuit or whatever. She sent me a big letter saying I shouldn't out her down, blah, blah, blah. I'll never get work in Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Can you get a screenshot? That's pretty much what I said. Let me find it. Oh, she deleted it. Here's a person who, apparently didn't get the SAG memo either. But he was smart enough to at least put you on a paper contract. From my understanding, you have now made amends and paid him out. But hey, I don't know. I know you don't know me, but I was promised a SAG contract for being in Crystal Slasher and filled out paperwork. In your opinion, do you think there's anything I can do to make her honor it? Apparently, something happened because you honored it. He got rid of me simply because I was working one day and couldn't immediately answer her message. It was literally all he did. Here's another one I actually mentioned. I kind of brought up this guy's case in my little clown video. Hey man, saw your post about Xmas Slasher. Damn. I hope I'm not insulting you, dude, when I'm having my little character moment here. Because, dude, this is how I think this is, yeah. So glad she let me go from that piece of crap. I was not on time getting another body shot to her as I was hospitalized. She freaked out as usual. She fired another friend too. Both of us had never been fired from production before. Yeah. You want evidence. There you go. That was a lot of the evidence that I showed in court. I'm going to tell you right now. Because my wife asked, I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you something. Because my wife asked me to cut this short, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you. You better thank her again, Destiny. Actually, you better thank her because I'm about to drag your ass to the fucking mud if I have to, for fun. And let me tell you, everybody, my wife, listen to all the shit that Destiny's talking about my wife. My wife literally has done nothing to her. My wife went film after all the conflict. My wife didn't say anything to her. My wife's never messaged her. My wife's never made a post about it. My wife's never talked publicly about it. All my wife did was finally, at the lawsuit hearing, testify against her about what happened. Literally, that is it. That's all that my wife's done nothing. My wife wants nothing to do with this bitch. She wants her cut out and has actually asked me in roundabout way to pretty much just leave the bitch alone, move the fuck on, ignore. And pretty much that's what I think this video is going to be. But Destiny, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep responding because, you gave me exactly what I wanted when you posted that YouTube video. Thank you very much. Now you will never, ever win any court case against me. Guaranteed. So, with that, thank you very fucking much. Have a good day.